What up, world? It's your boy Downside Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at the retail pair of your Air Jordan 11 Retros. Yes, these are your official release. These are your Legend Blue 11s, aka your Colombia 11s. As you can see, size 9.5, Air Jordan 11 Retro, colorway white, Legend Blue black. Retail 200. As you can see, your little ring right there in Legend Blue. And like Ratchet said, this box is a little bit more of a flat black kind of. You can see that embossed 23. You have your Jumpman right here in that Legend Blue. Other side as well has your Jumpman. Enough about the box. Check this out. As you can see, a little shield. One thing I did notice, the difference on the early release pairs, these were a little bit darker blue and more translucent on the Roman numerals. See, carbon fiber paper, white tissue. And there you go. Off the bat, you can see the main difference is the color in the sole. Pull out the other one. Before I forget, I'll show you the quality control stamp does come right there. So if you're looking for it, more likely that's where it's located, at the very bottom of all the paper. Now the official do come with your insert. Also, they do have your, stick these out. So you can see the interior of the shoe, all black, and you do have a shoe tree in there, Legend Blue. See that? Enough about the inside of the shoe. Let's get to the exterior. Of course, you know, this was a highly anticipated shoe of 2014. You know, everybody was going crazy for these. Supposedly, these were not limited. Supposedly, these were a general release. But I guess, you know, the demand for the Legend Blues was high, so, you know, they were limited because everybody wanted them, you know what I mean? So that is a reason why they were so limited and not a lot of people were able to cop their pairs. Especially not after the resellers got a hold of them. People trying to sell these for anywhere from $300 to $350. I think the highest price I think I've seen them go for is for $400. But I'm gonna be really honest with you. I wouldn't pay over $250 in my opinion. You know, there's nothing fancy about the shoe. And with the quality that they're coming out with, you know, I wouldn't overpay with these shoes. But you do have your all white upper, all white patent leather. Of course, your upper this time is constructed in a nice leather. Compared to your early release pair, this leather is a little bit more plush. And it does slightly spiderweb when you press onto it. Your white mesh straps holding down your laces. Your outsole is in a nice Legend Blue color. Almost like a minty blue color. Of course, you have your Jumpman right here. One thing I did notice about the Jumpman is It's a horizontally stitched Jumpman, as you can see. The stitching runs across, as you can see that, the same way it did in your early release pairs. So people that were saying that the Jumpman looked off and it's not stitched that way, well, there you have it. They're stitched the exact same way on your retail pair. 2-3 in the back. Slightly raised. To me, it did seem like it was a little bit better. Actually, like it was printed a little bit better on the early release pair. This feels like it'll fade off like within a few years. But I'm being a little bit critical on it. See, the back does line up. As it should. Here you go. You do have your stitch line right here. Medial side is more of the same with the all white patent leather, all white upper, white mesh straps holding down your white laces. It's the toe box. You see your thick white rope laces. So you can see your mesh tongue. And you do have your tag in your legend blue Jumpman Jordan. And as you can see, also on your retail pair, the Jumpman does look a little funny. So I guess I wasn't tripping when I said that on my early release pair. Y'all know what it is. Legend blue bottom, got your white pods, black herringbone traction pods, and of course your carbon fiber shank plate in your black and legend blue. But yeah, man, real basic shoe. All white. I just don't see why people are going crazy over the shoe. You know, man, with all the things that are going on, people getting shot over these shoes. In my opinion, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is a pair of shoes. I wouldn't pay over retail for these, man. Yeah, like I said, the max I would pay is $250. It is above retail slightly. I can live with that, but you know, $300 to $350 in all seriousness is not worth it. To me, the early release pairs did come in better shape to me. There are some flaws that I will get into. As you can see, the pig snout, toe box of the shoe is supposed to be a little bit more aerodynamic, and this one has more of a snout. You can see that. You can see that on this pair as well. On this shoe. Also, the minty blue soles on this is more like a minty blue. I wasn't really feeling these, to tell you the truth. After seeing all the early release pairs, like I was really feeling more or less like the fourth batch. I would stick with that, man. You know, if you can't find a good price on these, there are options these days. You know what I mean? I know back then when shoes were limited, they sold out and that was it. You couldn't get a pair of them. Now there's options. You know, you don't have to rely on the retail pairs. As you can see, go check everybody else's reviews, man. People are saying the same thing. The unauthorized / early release pairs are coming, you know, they're looking better and better, man. That, you know, for some reason they're looking better than retail pairs. You know what's going on with that? Don't ask me. But you know, if you cannot find these pairs, if you cannot find this pair of shoes within a reasonable price, like I said, there are options. I'm sure after the hype goes down, the sites will have them for a little bit cheaper price. And now that they have the final version already released, I'm sure that there'll be at least one more version of your Legend Blues out there. But you know, enough about the early release pairs. These are your retail pair. And to tell you the truth, I'll give them about 3 out of 5 stars, man. I wasn't really feeling them. Quality wasn't all that. You know, just another shoe that got really hyped. And you know, from what I hear, there's a lot of people disappointed with the quality. So it is what it is. Just showing y'all the retail pair. And you know, don't put Jordan Brand on a pedestal, man. The pictures that are released, you know, months before they release, they're meant to build hype. You know what I mean? So people can purchase the shoe. You see them look good on pictures, and you see them all over the web and stuff. But when you get them in hand, it's a completely different thing, man. It's like false advertisement, you know, in my opinion. But you know, do what you do. Like I said, I'm perfectly happy with getting the UA unauthorized. I'm perfectly happy with the early release pairs. But enough about that, man. Keep rambling. That's your boy Downside Reviews, man. I will have some more vids coming up. I got another vid that I'm supposed to be doing on a pair of kicks that I got as a Christmas gift. So I'll share that with y'all on the next vid. But until then, man, I'm signing out. It's your boy Downside Reviews. Peace.